In this country, every person has a right to be heard and represented accurately in the court of law. Regardless of this fact, adequate representation in many instances is only available to the upper tiers of our society. However, there are the exceptional attorneys who devote their careers to being the best advocates for individuals on all levels. A prime example of this commitment can be found right here in Atlanta. Hezekiah Sistrunk Jr., managing partner of the Cochran firm Atlanta, is a true servant of the community.
Hezekiah is a guy who happens to have chosen law as his way of making a change in the world. He's had a big impact nationally, but it's because he's got such a long reach.
Hezekiah Sistrunk, a graduate of North Carolina State University and Duke University, has spent the first 18 years of his career as a partner in majority law firms and owner of his own firm. During this time, Sistrunk's cases involved defending doctors in medical malpractice suits.
But when Johnny Cochran and I came and recruited him to the Cochran firm in order to represent victims of medical malpractice or other civil wrongs, Hez readily embraced it, took on the challenge, and then began to represent the community. Has been representing the community ever since.
In 2000, Hezekiah, a native of Orangeburg, South Carolina, merged his firm, Sistrunk & Associates, with the Cochran firm to create Cochran, Cherry, Given, Smith, and Sistrunk PC, the Cochran firm Atlanta.
We use our firm, the Cochran firm, kind of as a bully pulpit to make sure that we vindicate the rights of folks who've been aggrieved. And I've made it my own personal platform to do that for the better part of 30 years.
Hezekiah also has set the bar very high in his own level of practice. I've seen him in a couple of settings, one as a mentor, second as a lawyer who practiced before me when I was on the bench, and then as an activist.
And as I always say, Hezekiah Sistrunk clearly deserves this honor and belongs among the pantheon of great lawyers who've yet lived.
This is the ultimate compliment to me as a lawyer, and I don't know how to thank them any more than to say thank you very much.
As an accomplished attorney with a great heart for the community, Hezekiah Sistrunk is truly a model for all law professionals. For his unyielding service, Hezekiah Sistrunk Jr. well deserves his induction into the 2011 Gate City Bar Hall of Fame.